What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, successors? Welcome to another episode of Speak Your Success in the Morning. Y'all, today is December 17th, 2025, and it's a great day to be alive. It's Wednesday, so that means it's Wellness Wednesday. So we're going to dive in just a second. But y'all, here we always get into the 3 E's, all right? We're always going to hit you with education. We're always going to hit you with entertainment, and we got to hit you with some empowerment here on the show. But y'all know we can't get this show going and can't get this ship moving without bringing out my co-host, coming out, producer Britt. Talk to the people. How you feeling this morning?
Good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday, y'all. What's up?
Man, what's up?
What's
Okay.
up? Pick up the phone. Hey, somebody go downstairs. You want to pick up the phone? What's up? They don't make commercials like that no more, Jonathan. They can make commercials.
Man, commercials ain't commercials no more. Now they just straight selling to you.
Or
Just
medical ads. That's it.
selling to you medical ads, or they got the sad dogs they want you to donate some money to,
Or the sad kids.
oh, I was about to say it. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but yeah, it's the kids. They out here, man. They out here. But
Yeah.
producer Britt, how you feeling, man? It's Wednesday.
It's Wellness Wednesday, Jonathan.
It's Wellness Wednesday.
I'm good.
Okay.
What I'm not dealing with anything dramatic. Just work. Obviously the stages of work I've been in. I'm holding on. I'm holding on.
Okay.
I'm holding on right now.
Man, holding on is for sure.
What
Wait,
about
but
you?
producer, hold on, wait. You can't just say the stages of work and not tell people what you're talking about. We need some clarity. We need to understand what you're
First
saying.
of all, people are gonna be like, "What did y'all eat for dinner?" Because that's what we always ask. So what you eat for dinner?
Yeah. Okay, so last night for dinner, well, actually, I didn't even eat dinner last night. I ate a late lunch, and shout out to Sparchar Catering.
Say
Okay,
one more time.
Sparchar.
Yeah.
Sparchar. Yeah. Her catering is off the chain. She hit us with the fried chicken wing. She hit us with the
Chicken
what
on a
was it?
stick. We
The
had
chicken on a
meatballs.
stick skewers,
You already said fried chicken. We had seafood fried
lamb.
rice. We had lamb chops.
Man, it
It
was
was one
everything. It was
rice.
everything.
We had two different types of rice. Delicious, y'all.
Oh, yeah. It was two different
Yeah.
types. It was two different types.
But nobody went to that white rice. Everybody went to that seafood rice. The seafood rice was
Yeah, that
off
seafood,
the
that
chain.
that combo fried rice. Yeah, combo fried rice was cooking. But yeah, that was off the chain. That did me good. I was smiling and I was full. And then we had, they had the cake in the container. Anyway, yeah, man. Good morning, everybody.
That
Yeah,
sugar
hope
ain't
you
good
had
for you, John. That sugar ain't good for you.
here you go. Want to front somebody out on the podcast. Here you go. Taking pictures yesterday to front me out on the podcast is crazy.
Oh yeah, I
You
got a
understand
picture.
me?
I will show you. I will show you later.
Nah, yeah,
Y'all
you
just
don't got no
gotta
picture.
look at his little. We have a 3 o'clock meeting. This was our end of the year meeting, our last one. So we had some food, like I said, and there was desserts that's always come with it. And Jonathan just be going off with them sweets.
I mean,
Mm.
what are you supposed to do with them? Okay, they're
Close
out
your
there on the table.
eyes and go get a
They
bottle of
have
water.
no, what does a bottle of water have to do with sweets? I'm confused.
You don't need
Okay,
it. You
sweets,
don't need it. You were just on the show. I
sweets.
pulled a clip from the show a couple days ago. You said, "Brittany, I'm right here. Right? I'm feeling a
You
little.
didn't pull that clip.
I'm
You
feeling a
don't
little
got that clip.
heavy." I said, "I'll pull it. I'm feeling a
You
little
don't got it.
heavy right now. I'm feeling
Yeah.
a little heavy." So
Okay, whatever.
just
Okay,
saying,
moving on. What'd you eat for dinner last night? Okay,
the
since I didn't eat dinner,
same,
what'd you eat for dinner last night?
same thing. I didn't eat nothing either. I had a late lunch. I came
Mm,
home after the event that we worked last night. Um, I had 2 bites of that rice because I don't
mm.
you're not supposed to put hot food in the fridge. I don't know. Don't get me started. But
It
anyways,
is that a real thing?
I don't know.
Is that
My dad
is
told
that a
me,
real
and
thing?
now he traumatized me because now I won't put hot food in the fridge. I will leave food out for at least like an hour for it to cool down, and then I'll put it in the fridge. But anyways, and so
When I tell wait, before you go there,
can I
when
finish?
I tell you that, my mom used to do the same thing. So I was like, nah, you don't put hot food in the fridge. Like that's
Mhm.
not a thing. Because if you do that, then it's gonna spoil. Man, I did that research. No, it's not. It's just since it's so hot, then it goes with the cold, and then it just affects the temperature in the refrigerator. But it's
I
fine
don't
after
know,
time.
Jonathan. The
I
bacteria,
still
you
do it now,
know.
though. I still leave it out now. I still let it cool down. I
Yeah.
still do, just because
Yeah.
black people be doing black things. Anyway,
Hey, we gotta stay black. But
okay.
yeah, I just ate 2 bites of that. I was like, ooh, a piece of crab and a piece of shrimp. So I ate that
Piece of crap.
and then I knew I had to be up. So I took my butt to bed. That was it.
Man. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
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 yeah. But
yeah,
we
yeah.
we we hey, we got to get into the stages of work thing. We can get into it later if you want to, or maybe that could be a Thursday or Friday thing. But either way, the people still got to
Yeah,
know. Yeah,
of
because you're just talking
course,
about
because
stages
I
and
got
phases
some
and not telling
good
people.
topics today. I got some good topics. But
Okay.
okay, let's get into straight from the source, right?
Let's get in it straight from the source. Straight from the source. I want to. The reason why I want to roll this clip first of all is just we're going into a new year, are preparing to go into a new year, and this is one of those things that oftentimes people always share and focus on. We're talking a little bit about distractions, but I'm gonna let you go and roll the clip, producer Britt, and I'm gonna come back and unpack it with some verses or a
Oh,
verse.
yeah, verse. Okay.
Yeah, verse.
Oh.
Distraction always requires your focus. If you don't give distraction your focus, the distractions go away. I believe in this year of 2022, God is calling us to continue to climb higher. As a matter of fact, God is telling you it's time for you to level up. And when you level up, it silences the voices of your distractions. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I believe I'm talking to somebody who's tired of hearing these naysayers, the voices of the enemy, and all these different flies and scattering voices and noises. And you have to look at them and tell them, I'm doing a great work and I don't have time to come down from the work that I'm doing. God called me on this wall, and if God called me on this wall, he's going to strengthen my hands to put piece by piece and brick by brick.
First of all, shout out to the man of God, man. Tim Timberlake, man. Shout out to him bringing that word from Celebration Church. And the thing I wanted to really parallel today, and our text is going to be from James 1 and 8. But the thing I want to parallel today is just distractions and like your attention being divided, right? Like looking at those two dynamics, because in James, one thing that the text talks about, it says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, right? And knowing that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, you know, this phrase or this word double-minded, this literally means having a divided soul or being torn between conflicting loyalties of God and the world. And thinking about that, like, what does that look like, right? It could look like wavering faith. So you're believing partly and you're disbelieving partly, and you're debating whether to trust God or not. And this is something that we see often time and time again in the Bible, just like when Jesus was walking on the water. And then he told Peter, he said, come on out here. And then Peter begins to walk on the water. But then the moment that he begins to waver in his faith, and the moment that he begins to not trust God, that's the moment he begins to sink. So thinking about that and thinking about just like what can this look like? It can look like inconsistency, right? So thinking two different things at once, unable to decide, lacking a clear purpose. But when I think about this text, I think about back to when I was probably mid 20s, right? Like 2025 ish. And for me, what I look like in terms of being double minded and seeing what that really meant for me, it would be one night going out, and I would literally be living two different lives, because I would go out, I would go hard, I would be in the section, I would be with bottle service, and I'm just living in the world completely, and just owning, hey everybody, whoop whoop whoop, living this ultimately promiscuous lifestyle, but then go to sleep and then roll over the next morning, and then I'm going to church as if none of that ever happened the night before. And somebody might say, "Well, John, what's wrong with that? Like, how is that an issue? Why is that a problem?" Well, one of the reasons is because imagine if somebody was out in the club last night with me, and then they also happened to stumble into a church and then saw me, and they're like, "Well, wait, huh, because I'm proclaiming that I'm free from sin. I'm throwing my hands up. And ultimately, for me to even go deeper with God and go deeper with Christ, for me to fully submit myself, then that would look like ultimately canceling out some other areas in my life. And I'm not talking about legalism, but ultimately, y'all, this is what distraction looks like in real time, right? Because if I'm saying I'm fully submitted to God, fully devoted to God, fully about helping proclaim the gospel and share with other people, then me going to the club is going to pull me in the opposite direction, right? So there's a few points that I just want us to take away from our time today with straight from the source. The first thing, as we talk about being unstable in all his ways, right? That's what the text says. That can look like a lack of foundation. Think about a house that's built on sand and it's lacking a spiritual basis, right? So if I'm constantly living in sin and operating in sin, then that's going to affect the connection that I have with God the Father. It's not going to affect God communicating with me. It's going to affect me being able to hear what God is communicating. God is always communicating with us. It's just the fact of the matter if we're distracted from this or that and deterred this way or that way to where we can't really understand what he's saying because we're thinking about other things, right? And even another part of the verse, it talks about being tossed by circumstances, right? So being swayed by every wind and wave of doubt or trial. Faith ultimately is us believing for more, us believing in something greater who is God the Father, right? But so often, faith is like a muscle. If we don't stretch it and we don't tap into it, then it's not going to have much staying power. So therefore, if if we're doing everything that's contradictory towards stretching our faith and spending time in our word and praying, but instead we're doing everything else, then all the other muscles will get stronger, right? The muscle to have the desire to sin, the lack of discipline, these areas will get stronger. And then our faith will ultimately be weakened. So we don't want to be tossed by the circumstance. We want our mind to think of what is good, what is pleasing, what is faithful by furthering that muscle versus having a desire to grow and lean more into sin here versus there. And then, y'all, I heard it said when I used to play basketball. When I play basketball all the time, the coach say, "How you do one thing is how you do everything. How you do one thing is how you do everything." And I used to want to separate it so bad, and I was like, "Coach, that ain't real. Like how I perform here does not determine how I perform in the classroom, and how I perform in the classroom does not determine how I perform here. But the fact of the matter is, it does." Right? Inconsistency isn't just something that's spiritual. It impacts decisions. It impacts relationships. It impacts actions. Because if I create the habit of me staying up late, then it's going to affect me waking up early. And if it affects me waking up early, then that's going to affect the amount of energy that I have. And based on the amount of energy that I have, I won't be able to do and be successful in the things and the areas of which I desire to be successful in, where I desire to put my time and my investment, canceling out those distractions. So, y'all, at the end of the day, when we look at somebody who's single-minded versus somebody who's double-minded, right? The person who's single-minded, right? They have a prevailing focus on God. They become wise, right? And they also are steadfast. They're submissive. They build up that discipline and that devotion because God ultimately, he's the only one that can give wisdom to those who ask for it without wavering and without leading and ultimately without and leading to stability. So at the end of the day, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge me. I want to challenge us. Let's be single-minded in our focus, getting prepared to go into 2026. Let's make a decision, right? If we're going to choose to follow God, then let's follow God. If we're going to choose to be disciplined and devoted, let's choose to be disciplined and devoted. Let's not say, I want to follow God, but I still want to go and get smashed on the weekend, right? I want to follow God, but I'm still going to choose my sins over here. I'm going to come back on Sunday. I'm going to ask for forgiveness, but I still want to do this and I still want to do that. We gotta stop playing hopscotch with God. We got to get serious. We got to get devoted. We got to cut out distractions. Family, that's straight from the source. We came from the book of James, chapter 1 today, verse 8. And make sure that you subscribe so you don't ever miss any of our content here on Speak Your Success in the Morning. Out that's not only fun but makes you feel alive. It's time to step up your fitness. Extreme hip hop with Treese, that's your answer. This isn't your typical workout. Extreme hip hop with Treese is an energizing step workout that combines simple moves with fresh beats, both old and new, creating an atmosphere that makes fitness exciting. With a focus on all elements of fitness, cardio, muscular conditioning, flexibility, and balance, you're guaranteed to burn calories and get addicted to the energy. Extreme becomes your safe space, which is a welcome environment where everyone is accepted. It's where you can let go of those worries of the world and focus on getting healthy. Ready to get energized? Join Extreme Hip Hop with Treese today.
Treese,
All right.
go chart.
What up?
Sorry.
What up, Treese? What up, Coach Hart? What up? Man, Speak Your Success in the Morning, Wellness Wednesday, 17 minutes after the hour. Producer Britt got her water, hot lemon, honey, agave, whatever she put in that cup. Don't ask because it's my
hot water
cup.
today. Just hot water today.
Wait, straight hot water, no lemon, just hot water by itself.
Just hot water by itself.
Okay.
Get
Fair
one
enough. All right.
From the Asian community. That's what they do. Just hot water. Or sometimes they just do miso soup in the morning.
Shout out to my people. I like good miso soup. I like egg drop soup also. Producer Britt, we kicking it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. What, egg drop soup?
I can't get into it. I don't like just
I don't like eggs.
I do like eggs. Just not when they taste like chicken. Okay.
They're baby
chickens.
chickens.
Wellness Wednesday. Got a couple topics for you. I want to hit the big one first. So y'all. So Australia has banned social media for kids, okay? So Australia banned social media for individuals under 16, sparking discussion about a similar approach in the United States. While a full ban is unlikely due to legal and cultural factors, educating parents and children and restricting features for users under 18 to address the negative impact of social media on adolescents of mental health. So, Jonathan, what do you think about this? A social media ban for people under 16 in you're 16 and under in Australia. What do you think about it?
I think we can learn something from
facts. Okay, go ahead.
I think we learned something from the Australian community for sure. Because I mean, even us with our boys now, I mean, we limit screen time because we see how he reacts when we take the phone away from him. We're like, all right, you're done with the game. We're like, whoa, you just turned into a whole different person just now.
Oh, that's
okay?
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, but it's just the fact of the matter. So I mean, I'm all for it. We can definitely take something from that community because they got something right there. They got something right, Producer Britt.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. It makes sense.
So some of the research that shows is that obviously our let me find. I'm sorry. The adolescent brain develop is real. Social media design is deliberately and addictive to teen mental health is declining. Think why and another reason why this won't happen in America is, big tech. Okay. So, they've got lawyers, they got lobbyists, and, more money than it makes sense. Okay. And even if we could somehow pass something, how would we enforce it? Kids know about VPNs. They can use their older siblings' ID. They'll migrate to whichever platform isn't regulating. Teenagers know more about technology than people trying to regulate it. Why some people think they're doing okay. So here's a little snippet of why this is what I was looking for. Why people think the age band makes sense. So if
Mm-hmm.
we all know social media can be harming during the critical years, an age band might prevent teens who struggle with anxiety, depression, or body image from the constant feedback loop that reinforces their worst thoughts. Okay, age-based
Wow.
limits give teens time to learn social skills, inherit communication, such as face-to-face conversation, tone, eye contact, and body language. I mean, yeah, that is all true, and those are reasons to ban it. Because I mean, we see it all the time, Jonathan. It's just the kids are just like they're just looking
Mm-mm.
at you like this. You know,
Oh
this
my
stare. They just
goodness.
give you a good stare, and you're like, "What is wrong with you?" Or somebody
Mm-mm.
standing in front of them and they won't say excuse me, and it's like, say, open your mouth, say excuse me, and it's like, excuse me. From there, it's like, well, I have social anxiety. Do you, or do you just not want to talk?
Mm.
Like,
You
who's
just
putting that?
Britt, this is so good. This is so
But
because
yeah,
it's so
who's putting that?
it's so
Okay,
accurate. No. Go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead.
it
Go ahead.
is accurate, but it's like, who's putting that social anxiety on you? Because nobody said you had social anxiety. You just don't open your mouth and talk. Or I had a situation yesterday. It was, I'm training and someone was training on cameras and they go, well, Miss Brittany, I don't want to tell people that are older than me what to do. And I said, well, you can't think of it like that. I said, you have to think of yourself as the professional. I said, they walk into the room, they don't know what to do. I said,
Mm.
they ain't never seen a camera like this. They barely know how to work an iPad, let alone they barely know how to work their phone.
Oh.
So it's like, if you know how to do this, you're not necessarily telling them what to do. I said, think about it as you're informing them on what they're doing and you're giving them direction on that. And that's what they expect of you because you're in that role. So, there's nothing to be to give you there's nothing you shouldn't be anxious, you shouldn't be, riled up or anything like that. You should just go in. I know how to do this. Head up high, chin up, and
Yeah.
just do it. Or it was one time I saw one of our college guys. He was trying to get through on stage left, and he was stuck. He's I can't get in. It's like a Tetris, like a Tetris piece that you're like, oh
Oh.
my gosh, it's about to turn. What do I do with it? And it's
Oh.
like, okay, just say excuse me. And it's like,
Talk to somebody. Just talk to somebody. Just
so
ask them, can they move to the left side? Can
he
they move to the right
tapped her
side?
on the shoulder and said, excuse me. And she said, oh, sorry. I gotta just get out the way. People,
Oh.
I don't know if, the Gen Z, I don't know if they think, older people are just gonna turn around and yell at them. I don't know if they've had like horrible encounters with them. But
Yeah.
also, that's just one part of it. And then we go into the body shame, the body image situation. That's horrible. And I will bring up the example that we brought up yesterday, and that was Summer
Mhm.
Walker. Summer Walker, she recently just did an interview. I wish I would have pulled the clip. She recently just did an interview and she said, "Oh, I love getting surgery. I love, I would have almost, if I could, I would have got a rib removed. They wouldn't let me
They
remove a
wouldn't let
rib."
me. Oh god.
And it's like, why do you need to do that? And then I say same thing with Cardi B. Cardi B says,
Mm.
I love getting surgery. I love getting plastic surgery. I love this. I love
Oh
that.
god.
And it's like, yes, it is their own life. That is your body. You
Mhm.
do what you want to do with your body, your life, your time, your money, what have you. But
Mhm.
I just think it comes to a point where it's like, it's not necessarily about yourself anymore. It's not necessarily about your body anymore. Cause it's like, why are you doing that? And I don't know
Yeah.
if the amount of fame matters. It's like, oh, okay, well, all eyes are on you. Um, all eyes are on you. People are looking at you. We know that you got surgery. We know that you love surgery. We know that you keep getting surgery. We know that you don't care about the way that you, I don't want to say that, but it's just like, I can't say that you don't care about kids or, you're not a role model, because
Mm,
that's not true.
true, true.
It's just something that's technically going on with yourself,
I was
because go
I,
ahead.
and I was thinking the same thing. This is one of those conversations. I don't want to blame it on mental health, but I would want to know the why. Like, I love surgery, but why do you feel like you need surgery? And to your point, yes, that it is their body. It is Cardi B body. It is Summer
Mhm.
Walker's body, or whoever else decides that they want to get the lip injections, the lip fillers, the adding fat here, taking fat from there.
Right.
That is your body. But
Mhm.
the question is, like, why do you need that? Right?
Yeah.
These are attractive young ladies, and they're adding stuff here and there. And yeah, they're saying what they feel freely on interviews. But seriously, you just consider for a second, based on what you say, what kid or what
Right.
individual that their mind isn't either fully formulated, or what individual or what person is in a spot and in a place to where they're gonna make an action based off what
Mhm.
you say, based
Right.
off your opinion. They're not
Right.
processing through it. Oh wow, but Summer Walker went and got surgery, so I'm gonna go and get my whole body tattooed. Or Cardi
Right.
B did this, so I'm gonna go and do the same thing. And I
Yeah.
think that's where we really got to get to. Yeah, you're not in your mind, before you go under the knife, you're not gonna say, "What is this 15-year-old gonna think about me?" No,
Mhm.
I know you're not. But on the
Yeah.
other side, let's look at it as, how am I influencing the up and coming population of young women, of young ladies?
Yeah, I
Yep.
totally agree.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, you can't tell people what to do with their body. That's your body. That's your choice. Do your thing. Chicken wing, chicken wing. But
Mm.
I think it's just the fact that, it goes a little deeper than that, because yes, all eyes are on you. Because I feel 4 weeks or 3 weeks ago, I thought that Summer Walker her and her team did a very creative PR event for her album that
Mm.
just came out. She went to, where she go to Clark? I think she went to Clark, and they had a dumpster truck, and the
Mm.
whole premise of the album is, I'm finished, I'm done, breakup album, of course. And it was, she had this truck, really cute, like a little dump truck, and then she would tell everybody, bring stuff out that your exes gave you. You're over it. You're
Mm.
throwing everything away, and she had the hard hat on, and it's cute because that's at college, and so it's like, okay, that
For
makes
sure.
sense. That makes sense. But and then right after that, you go on an interview, and then you say,
Uh,
I wish I would have got a rib removed.
Man.
So yeah, it can just be, it is a tug of war conversation, because it's your body and it's your influence, and you decide how you use that influence. And we can see that she's using it that way. And
Yeah, yeah, but before you go, yeah. So her and the team did a great job, and they were in Atlanta, like you said. They did hit
they
Clark. They
did.
also hit Spelman and Morehouse. So they did the
Yes,
pop
yes, they
up
were
dump
doing.
truck event at those local colleges in the A. Shout out to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Shout out to Atlanta.
Yeah, go ahead. I can't do that. So
Oh, okay.
um yeah, and so another thing, oh dang. And so what is it? Anxiety, depression. Then the depression, guys, the depressions come from obviously watching these women, or watching these men. Is not just girls, but I would say, obviously girls have more body issues, I mean, or body shame than men. But it's not just about the body image, it's not about the anxiety, it's also about the depression, because you're in this constant loop of feedback that's reinforcing your worst thoughts, which is Instagram, which is social media. You got people telling you, oh, you should do this, or you should do that, or you're not good enough. And it just weighs you down as a young person. And I don't remember um feeling like this when I was 16. I don't remember that. When I was 16, we were just watching MTV, watching Sweet 16, the show. I still remember Tiana Taylor doing her Sweet 16 party. And things like that. So times have changed. I understand that. I understand that times have changed. And Jonathan, I was just reiterating that, when we were younger, 16, when I was 16, I was sitting around the TV watching Sweet 16,
Yeah, yeah,
watching
yeah,
TV, watching TV and doing that. But I never had a thought in my mind like, oh, when I hit, or not even when I hit 18, or now I want to
yeah.
go and get my body done, or I want to go enhance
Mm.
this, or I want to go get fillers
Jesus.
here. The amount of people that have fillers are crazy, and the conversation around it on TikTok is it is a constant thing, Jonathan. And it's one of those things
Mm.
like, you want to get Botox early. I hear that. I hear you. I hear
Oh
you.
God.
Not all skin is made equal. I get it. Now you want to be tight right here, and when you go like this, you don't want to have the frown. You don't want to have the frown lines. It's okay to age. It's okay to
That's true.
age. It's okay
But
to
here,
age.
but
Okay, go ahead.
here's the other part though. Like I mean, for every face, every shape, every blot here, blot there, like there's somebody that like appreciates that. There's somebody that finds that wrinkle
Right.
in your eyebrows cute. You know, there's somebody that
Mm-hmm.
says, "Oh, I like the way when you scrunch your face up, you do the little thing, like whatever." But now going back to your point, like more than ever, this is why social media and just the influx of it and the new platforms here, new platforms there, and all this technology here
Mm-hmm.
and there with the with the filters and all these different things. This is another reason of how these young people are being influenced. And like you asked before, like, should America consider some of this? Yeah, it should be limited, because like you always remind me that that male brains aren't fully formulated until like 25. And then
26, 30,
young ladies brains, I don't know when that age is that they're fully
26.
formulated, but male and female are both created in a way to where we're very impressionable around certain things. Young
Mm-hmm.
ladies need affirmation from a father or a father like figure. Young
Mm-hmm.
boys need guidance from a father like figure. And they need that love and nurture from a mother like figure. So,
Mm-hmm.
therefore, understanding these things, if we don't have these things in addition to like those guardrails around social media and
Mm-hmm.
just what can be taken in, we're gonna see more of the situations like Summer Walker and Cardi B, and people just wanting to work on their body because they like the way it looks, versus somebody that they love or they admire pouring into them saying, why do you want to do that to your body? Your body
Right.
was made wonderfully and fearfully, just like it says in the Bible. Like,
Right.
we're created perfect in the image of God. So understanding that, y'all, just consider it for an extra second, like before
Yeah.
you decide to go here and there, because you might go and get the surgery might not go the way that you wanted to. You
Mm-hmm.
might go and get the surgery and later look back and be like, why did I do that? Like, I
Right.
wish I didn't do that to my body, because then there's longer effects after the fact. What you
And
got?
then on the flip end, I don't want to just, go girl, 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 because of the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
guys. With the
yeah.
men, for me, with the guys, it's the tattoos. And so
Oh,
with
talk to
the
me.
tattoos on the young men, I just talked to the I want a tattoo on my hand. I'm a
No.
19. I want a tattoo on my ear. I want a tattoo on
Ooh,
my face.
teardrop.
I want, you want all this stuff. And it's
Mm,
like you haven't, one, you ain't even turned 21 yet.
yikes.
Two, you ain't even turned 25. You can't rent a car
Mm.
yet. Okay? So
Can't rent a car yet.
you're not officially grown, so you can rent a car. I know they say 18, and I know they say 21. And then I've had someone in the past say, Brittany, can I use your age to rent a car? No, you need to be that age. Okay.
No, you ain't putting
Okay.
that on me, my
Yeah,
credit.
yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
my
Hey,
credit, my
hey,
insurance.
hey.
No, no, no,
Okay.
baby.
I
Mm-mm.
was 26 when they asked me, and I said, I can't do that. My parents gonna kill me. And so, so the point is that I'm making that it's not just the girls. I
This
know
is true.
body shame. I know the body shame is heavy on the girl side, but with the rappers and the way that they speak and the way that they
Mm,
treat the women that they date, and
mm.
you see it online all the time, it is horrible, and
Yeah,
it's you know they're just eating it up. They just eating it up. They're a whole bunch of sponges, and they're soaking it up. And it comes to a point where it's like, Who is going to be the one to just say, you know what? This is what young men should be doing, or are their parents putting them in, those positions to see that type of stuff?
Mm.
But every household is different. I ain't got no kids. I'm not gonna get into it. But it's
Ah,
just the fact that sometimes the tattoos can be a little ridiculous, and then it's like, well, no one takes me seriously. Well, you have a, I don't
ice cream
know.
cone on your face. Okay.
Those people are millionaires or thousandaires, and they can take care of their lives and they're booking gigs day to day, and
Say,
they can do that, and that's the image that they want to uphold.
man.
Think of yourself in a higher light where you don't have to do that. That's great. It's entertainment. Entertainment is not real, okay?
Mm.
Entertainment is not real. So what you're seeing online, it's never real. We live
That's
right
real,
now.
bro.
This real. But
Yeah,
if we take it down, and if we edit it and we take some stuff out of it,
uh-huh.
then that way, I mean, yeah, we take some stuff out of it. Oh, I don't like this, Jonathan. I don't like that. Okay, we're altering the live. And that's what you're
Mm.
doing. You're altering yourself based off what you see online, and you don't have to do that. But
That's real.
to
Okay.
each
Well,
his
let
own.
me. Okay, since we're going back for, let me just share this and we can move on.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
let me
Last
share
point.
this from perspective of somebody who, I'm a male and I have
Mm-hmm.
tattoos. Right. I have some tattoos on my back. I have some on my arms right here, and I have one on my side. Whatever. But the thing that I want to share is that before I decided to get these tattoos, I was intentional to choose the tattoos to where
Mm-hmm.
they still would not be able to be seen if I wore a shirt that came just before like the just before like the funny bone and the crease in my
Right.
elbow.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So yeah, I still can go and interview for a job because with our generation, there's a point in
Mm-hmm.
time to where you get a tattoo anywhere down here, right? Anywhere down here on your
Yeah.
forearm, you're not getting a job. There's a time where if you had dreads in your head, you're not getting a job. Ears pierced, you're not getting a job. But
Right.
now, that the goalposts have been moved, but still, to your point, I would just consider, right? I would just urge you and consider you to say, before I get this tattoo, one, what career field am I going to be in, or what career field am I currently in, right? Because we need to make sure it makes sense. And then two, if you want to get you want to get the full sleeve, you better make
Mm-hmm.
sure you're comfortable wearing long sleeves in the summertime, because there's some places that's going to require you to wear certain apparel and certain athleisure, if you will, because y'all, you can't because your reflection, or how you look and how you dress, is a reflection of that company, corporation, business, etc. So yeah,
That is
man.
and that is true. That is true. That is true. And
Yeah,
so
yeah,
just
yeah,
the
yeah.
final thoughts here on the article about, this all started because like I said, Australia had banned social media for 16 and under. And,
Mm-hmm.
one of the biggest things about the ban was the critical years, the age band of those teenagers struggling with anxiety, depression, body image from constant feedback, loop of reinforcing, your negative thoughts or your worst thoughts. The age band can give teens time to learn. Oh my gosh, they can give them time to bless you. They can
I can't
give.
sneeze. Are you sneeze
Sorry,
shaming me live?
no,
Are you
I'm
sneeze shaming
not.
me?
Jesus,
That's
that just
crazy.
threw me
Don't sneeze around me.
off.
I muted the audio on the live stream. I can't mute them on
Mm,
all three, Brittany. We live on
mm.
Fanbase. We live on TikTok. We
Okay, let
live
me finish
everywhere.
my thought,
Go ahead.
man.
Okay, go ahead. Come on, final
Okay,
thought.
and so the age band will give them social skills so they can learn how to communicate, face-to-face communication, tone, eye contact, and body language. I mean, it's gotten to the point where I've seen people not want to call the restaurant and order food. They say, "Nah, just go online and order it." I'm walking right up to you. Anyways, so final thoughts: a bold move for Australia and a wake-up call. So Australia's move is bold, maybe too bold for America, but here is what definitely is a signal um that the status quo is broken. Anxiety and depression aren't just trending up, they're skyrocketing. So social media isn't the only factor, but it's something we could address if we want to, which is the
Mm,
United States. We regulate many other activities that pose risks to developing brains and bodies of children. Whether we ban it, restrict it, or redesign it, we need to do something. Australia just forced the question into the open. We now need to decide how to respond. And
mm.
I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. So,
Yeah,
if you
I'm with
have kids out there, I know the parents do. I pray the parents are doing a good job, regulating that, because remember they got like filter crazy. They ban filters and all this other stuff. But
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Fair
shifting
enough.
gears. Chick, 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 chick,
Fair
chick.
enough, man. As we shift gears, let me just shout out my guy Anthony Reese live on TikTok showing us some love right now. Shout out to Anthony Reese. Shift gears,
Oh,
Britt. Go
what
ahead. You got it.
up? What up? What up? What up?
What
Okay.
up?
So, my next story I have here, it's the holiday season. We're still in the holiday season. We got about what we got? 11, 9, 10,
What, till Christmas?
10. Yeah, 9 days.
3.
Bring it.
We are terrible. 8 days.
8 days
8 days.
away. That's how you know we
Yeah.
ain't tripping over here. Okay, so this article, all these articles I got today are from Psychology Today, guys. I love Psychology Today. So how micro giving this holiday season can help those with ADHD.
Mm.
Okay, what do you think about that, Jonathan?
Man, I mean, I like the way that starts off. Yeah, go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
listening. I'm
Okay,
listening.
so first, have you ever heard of micro giving?
Heard of micro dosing, never heard of micro giving. Okay.
Okay, so micro giving, just a couple examples of what micro giving is. Micro giving refers to small everyday acts of kindness that require little effort or no planning, such as
Mm.
holding the door open,
Ah.
sending a quick thinking of you text,
Mm.
offering a genuine compliment,
Genuine. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
smiling at a stranger,
Be careful with that.
expressing gratitude.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Donating small amounts to a cause you care about.
Come on, philanthropic. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
these moments don't need to be grand or time consuming. Their power lies in their simplicity. Okay. So, that's what it's about. Micro giving creates brief, meaningful
Mm,
connections that support self worth and remind you of who you are at your best: kind, thoughtful, and connected. This part of you often gets overshadowed when you're rushing around, overwhelmed, or judging yourself for falling apart. Perhaps you
mm.
set a goal that are the blah, blah, blah. Perhaps you set goals that are unrealistic, exhausting, or uninspiring. Micro giving can rebuild self-compassion, hope, and renewal. I love it.
That's good for the holiday season right there. That micro giving. That's real good because,
Yeah.
like you
So
said, it's expensive this
So I
holiday
know you're like,
season.
okay,
So,
Brittany, that's
yeah.
great. But how did that apply to ADHD? So small acts of kindness reduce holiday stress for people with ADHD and
Uh-huh.
raise dopamine levels.
So you get the quick hits. You
Quick
doing something
hits.
quick.
Exactly. Quick.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
Open the
Shout out to
door. Boom.
yeah.
I'm happy. Send it. I say
Mm,
I thank you. Boom. Another one. I'm happy all
mm.
day now. I'm just leveling up on the happy
Stacking.
girl.
Just the
Stacking the
stacking. New level
happiness.
completed.
There
Okay.
you go.
Mm,
Micro giving. I'm about to say micro doesn't. Micro
mm,
giving creates brief, meaningful connections that support self worth and reduce social anxiety, which we talked about already.
mm-hmm.
Small act of kindness initiate an upward emotional spiral without requiring sustained effort or planning. And I think that's the big thing about it. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, oh, I'm thinking about this person. I'm gonna say, you know, I never text somebody and just say, "Hey, thinking of you," but I don't think I would do
Mm.
that. I just say, "Hey, girl, how you doing? Hope everything's going well." Yeah.
I mean, but I think that's really good because yesterday, like I said yesterday when we were sitting at the office, I was like, man, this is my boy Boob's birthday. I'm gonna text him happy birthday. And I forgot to do it. So I think this is really good for microdosing because then you
Yeah.
can be like,
Micro
oh, I'm
giving,
thinking of the
micro giving.
micro giving, Jesus. Micro giving, micro giving. Because right when it come to mind, then you do the thing before your head goes everywhere. So shout out to my boy, man, Chibuzo Elanu. Happy birthday, man. That's my brother right there. Happy birthday to him. But yeah,
All right.
micro giving.
Okay. And then
Yeah,
micro
Microgiving.
giving counters negative patterns of criticism, judgment, and isolation by reminding you that you belong. Okay? You
Mm,
belong. You
yeah,
belong.
yeah.
Okay?
You're
Mariah
important.
Carey. We
You're
belong together.
valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
like it.
is kind. You is important. Okay? That's what the help taught us. Okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Stay woke.
yeah, so this holiday season, if you're someone that has ADHD, if you know someone that has ADHD, practice micro giving. Even if you don't have ADHD,
Mm,
practice micro giving. Open the door for someone. Send a little thank you text. Send a little this. Send a little that. Okay, but just fill the room with joy. Okay, when you walk into it.
as you should.
Okay, last but not least, I am so
Okay.
excited about this one. So,
Okay.
Jonathan, this one is about three tips on holiday gift giving to boost couples wellness. Okay, the only one that's in
Mm.
a relationship right now is you.
Oh,
So I'm gonna ask you these questions.
you better not sneeze. I'm gonna shame your sneeze like crazy on here.
I don't have
Sneeze.
to
You better
see.
suck it back in. You better
I don't
suck
have
that
to
sneeze
see.
back in. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so gift giving. Okay, here we go. So here they are. So, tip number one, gift giving may be more effective than speech.
Yes, potentially. Potentially. If the gift is really intentional and thought out, I say yes. Because guys, we don't always have the words sometimes. So the right
Hmm,
gift can say 15,000 words. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I believe that.
really? Okay,
I
so
believe that.
in a 2024 study in the Journal of Consumer Psychology, Howie, some doctors they found that receiving a small thoughtful gift was sometimes more effective than a supportive conversation.
Hmm.
The participants who received a gift from a loved one reported strong feelings of being cared for,
Mm.
valued, and emotionally satisfied than those who were simply told the kind words. That's how
Mm.
I am. That's how I be telling people. It's like, well, Brittany, how do you know if he likes you? And it's like, give me something. But that's just me though.
I mean, but I can push back on that though. Like I feel what the survey is saying,
I
and also
love some kind words. Don't get me wrong. But
no,
when it
no, no,
comes to
no, 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 no.
okay, go
This is
ahead.
for this is for people that ain't even on the show that can't speak for themselves, huh? People that can't
Okay,
speak for themselves, huh?
my bad.
Some people, so everybody don't want a gift. Somebody like, nah, just give me some quality time. Just talk to me
Ugh,
nice.
I don't
Yeah.
like people like that. Ugh.
What? You say you don't like people like that? That
Take a
don't want the money but just
gift.
want the time? That's crazy. Oh my
No.
goodness.
Yeah, you just want time. Don't you want something?
They
You
might
don't want
not.
nothing.
They might just want time. But also, I'm gonna say this and then be done. But even with the 5 love languages, and me and Gabby have seen this in our almost 6 years of being married, that
Mhm.
our love languages have shifted over times. At one point, it could be time. Another point, it could be gifts.
Yeah.
Another time, it could be physical touch. But
And he
time,
talks about that. He talks about that in the book, go through different
yeah,
seasons of, it can
okay.
change.
So
But
you
I'm
know
like,
this is true, but you're trying to push back on facts. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh, hold
I
on to your hats, folks.
whatever. Tip number
Hold on to your
2.
hats. Yeah, come on. Tip
Tip
number 2.
number
What you
2.
got?
Tip number 2. Whatever. All right, tip number 2. Experiences or objects can both work if they include personal meaning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
The personal meaning is
in
heavy.
that
Mhm.
same study, a client described how she created a scavenger hunt around the apartment she shared with her boyfriend, as she knew he loved this game. It ended with a gift
Mm.
card for a private session at a local karaoke bar that he loved with their friends. However, the same
Wow.
study also emphasized that emotionally um emotionally material gifts can also be powerful. These material gifts would include objects with meaning that carried an emotional resistance.
Mm.
Wow. Oh, that's very, with a with a client okay, yeah. So okay, have you ever done that? Experiences or objects can both work if they include personal meaning.
Yes. Yes. Because for Gabby, at one point, it was like she wants to do the experience thing because she
Mm-hmm.
would want the experience created based on like something that she's told me about or something that,
Okay.
she wants to do with me. And then, one night we went dancing. I wasn't the best dancer, but we learned to dance together. And she was like, I really had fun with that. I was like, I did not, because I couldn't get the dance. And she picked it up real quick.
Got
Neither
2
here
left
nor
feet.
there.
It's crazy.
But yeah, hey, 2 left feet, 2 right feet, whatever.
You
I
ain't
was out
moving.
there. I was out there on both my feet. Okay. You understand me? So yeah.
Are we talking about like
Press the
salsa
lean in.
dancing? Or are we talking about
we
just
did
general
what
two-step hitch? What are we talking about?
we did some 2-step. We did not salsa. Yeah, we did some 2-step and
Y'all
not
did some
ballroom
Chicago
dancing.
bop. They did some line dancing.
No. We didn't do all that. Didn't do all that. But I got the footage around here somewhere. It might make it to the light of day. Maybe not.
Please show us that. Okay.
Maybe
Last
not.
tip right here: gift giving for the holidays with couples. Gifts are relationships wellness experiences, not a holiday duty. Speak on it.
Ooh, wellness experience is not a holiday duty. I would say it depends on what you all agree on, because it's one thing, because I made this mistake last year. I bought Gabby all these gifts because I thought she bought me all these gifts, but she bought me a couple of gifts that really hit, and I was like, dang, these are dope. But then she was like, yeah, all those other gifts were meaningless that you got me, and I was like, dang.
She said
No.
Oh.
But she was no, she knew, and she was honest about it. Like, because the one that I got her, well, out of the one of the things I got her, she was like, oh, you could have just got me this, and I would have been excited. And I was like, oh, dang, I'd have to buy all these other things. But yeah, it is a wellness experience because it shows how attentive you are to your person, how well you know your person, and just putting that intentionality there, right? So make sure there's make sure some clear guidelines on the front end. Are we doing Christmas gifts this year? Are we not doing Christmas gifts? Are we just giving thanks to each other? Like, what are we doing? So both people know. Okay, just be on the same page.
So for the people that aren't married, do you think, gifts should have a price tag, a price limit on them, or?
I think that way you set yourself up for success on both sides. Because imagine you buy somebody a gift card for $50, and then somebody buys you the new Apple headphones. You would be hurt. You'd be like, dang, if I knew we was just shooting for the bare minimum, I would have did the bare minimum. Right? Just set the expectation, set the standard. And I believe that should be set based on like how long y'all been dating, how long y'all known each other. You just don't want to, hey, we just started talking. Boom, I'm gonna go here and get you the newest, expensive, most whatever AirPods. It's like, hold on, whoa. I just met you last week. We just got in a relationship 2 days ago. So slow down.
That is crazy.
Build on it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so that was just, just wanted to get those tips from Jonathan. 3 tips on holiday gift giving to boost couples' wellness. That's so sweet. So I hope you take these into account, Jonathan, when you're buying gifts. You ain't got that many days, so I hope you got your gifts ready. Last but not least. Well, not last but not least, we got about 7 minutes here, but I do want to give a shout out to my big cousin, Sheris. She is in St. Louis, and I don't know how old she is, but she looks like a black Barbie. That's literally what she looks like.
Shout out Black Barbie cousin.
Shout out Black Barbie cousin. I love her so much. She's great.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
Get some DJ horn for Sheris. And for your friend's birthday, too. All right.
My boy Buzo,
Jonathan,
man. Shout out.
We got 7 minutes left. You got some questions. What you want to ask? Let's get it.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait. We can't go there without sports. Real quick. So last night, the NBA Cup final. Produced. Hey, sports. We got to bring the sport. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, be excited. Yeah. You the one told me why I ain't doing sports. So the New York Knicks 124 to the San Antonio Spurs 113. The Knicks come from behind to win the 2025 NBA Cup.
Oh my gosh, they won.
The Knicks taking them out 124 to 113.
How many points did Victor? Blum. How many do? Wembley. I'm gonna learn.
Come on, man. You got to start saying this man's name. You got to start saying this man's name right.
You
got to start saying Wembley Yamba. I believe it's Wembley.
That's
Wembley
not
Yamba.
right either. But let's go. Well, how many points did he have?
Okay. I didn't have it all pulled up, Britt. Oh, no.
Boy, try to come to me for something. It's fine. I'll It's going
Oh
ESPN
my
plus.
goodness.
So
No. We gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. Okay, so look, so last night with the
oh my god.
last night the box score for the game. Jesus, see, you throw me off. You throw me off, Britt. Yeah, last night for the box score, Victor, where is Victor at? Victor.
Vic.
So Vic was out here 7 of 17. Okay, I guess Vic we'll take 7 of 17.
No, we won't take
7
that.
of 17, but
go ahead.
for 18 points though. He had 18 points.
How many rebounds?
Behind him, what? How many rebounds he have? Where we at? He has 6 rebounds.
How many blocks?
Rebounds. He had a couple blocks, 2 blocks.
He wasn't doing nothing last night. Okay,
come on. What showing up big?
But
then De'Aaron Fox had he had 16 points as well to go with that. Had 16 points, 9 assists to go with that. So we're not mad at it. You know, not terrible.
Okay,
hey,
let's get to the winning team. Yeah.
Hold on, yeah. But for the Knicks, you know, Mr. OG on the Knicks, he had 28 points. Okay,
who is Mr. OG?
OG Anambly.
Oh, you're saying that's his name? OG.
Yeah, that's his first name. His first name is OG.
Okay, got
it. Yeah, Jalen Brunson though. Jalen Brunson is tough. 25 points for Mr. Jalen Brunson. He is tough, man. He is tough.
on the floor every time. Go ahead.
Going hard or going home, and he ain't trying to go home. Okay, man. So shout out to that, man. That's we're good on that. But yeah, man. The NBA Cup. That's the final. You know what I'm saying?
And they won the 500,000, right?
That was what it was the year previously, so it should still be the same.
LeBron got that 500,000. They should get that 500,000
for each individual competing player. 500,000.
Sometimes it's like, do y'all really need 500? See that 500,000? They should take that whole 500,000 and they should give that to the WNBA. That's what they should do. Since y'all over here wasting money, these people already have multi-million-dollar contracts. Okay.
I mean, are they wasting money, or are they part of the reason why people are actually watching because the marketing and stuff like that?
We just started the NBA Cup tournament with them ugly courts. We just started that.
Oh,
we've been trying to get the WNBA paid forever. Y'all got 500,000 per person.
Crazy.
Y'all got $500,000 per person. Y'all need to pay them. Y'all need to pay them girls. Y'all need to pay them women. Okay.
Yikes. Okay.
There's no way that the headline should say. Now we're gonna pay a WNBA player $1 million. $1 million, and the NBA is like, I'm not. They not even doing nothing for that. $1 million.
I knew the WNBA was going through it when I was in the airport at DFW, and I seen the LA Sparks in the airport. I was like, wait, what? Why are y'all catching the same plane I'm catching, baby? We're not going to the same place. It's crazy.
Are we going to the same place? Because
y'all got a layover and everything. Y'all are professional athletes and y'all catching layovers. That's crazy. Okay, rapid fire, real quick. Rapid fire.
Oh, rapid fire.
Okay. Yeah. If you ran the show for a week, what's the one segment you would cancel immediately?
Straight from the sword.
Oh God!
Because I don't do that one. I don't do that one.
You'd have to bring that word. Get in that word. What's your least favorite sound in the studio? Oh, that's crazy.
My least favorite sound in the studio. Feedback.
Okay. What's the hardest part of being a producer that viewers never see?
You have to keep yourself together. You can't let people see you sweat. Because then people are like, oh my gosh, does she really know what she's doing? But it's like, I am calm, I am cool, I am collect, I am Brittany. Go forth. Yeah.
What's your favorite we survived that moment from producing this show?
Oh, this show? I'm gonna say probably when we had to switch or I had to bring your laptop because my laptop was tripping, and then I was like, okay, Jonathan. I think you could just switch over. Or I came in late and I was like, we could just switch everything over on my end, and then we switched it over and it didn't work, and then somehow, some way, we got back online and we were like, bam, okay, we good to go. So probably that.
Okay. Okay. Here's rapid fire inside the rapid fire. Early call time or late shoot?
Burning. Early.
Yeah, you burning. You're on fire.
Early call time.
Early call time. Okay.
I want everybody up early.
Live TV or pre-recorded?
Live. Oh, and
You
I
going
don't
off
say
no?
live. I don't say live just because I'm doing live. I say live because once you do something live, I just want everybody to understand. That's it. One time, one take. We in, we
Final.
out, we gone. Okay,
Done.
next.
You going off notes or you going just straight off the vibe? You riding the vibe.
I gotta have my notes. I gotta have my
Mm.
notes. You can throw a little vibe in there, but I need my notes.
All right. Well, there we go, man. That's that's our questions. That's a question. That's a question.
Okay,
We gonna get.
perfect,
And hold on,
perfect, perfect.
wait. Before, and just
Oh,
so y'all know out there, like I said before, don't send producer Britt no questions. Send me the questions. Send them to @Jonathan Jones Speaks. And I reserve the right to ask all the questions. She don't have to always answer them, but we're gonna make her answer them.
that's so
But yeah, Britt,
funny.
final thought for the people for Wellness Wednesday.
Okay, just want to wrap up what we talked about. So we talked about the social media ban in Australia. That's probably never going to come to the United States, but it's just a wake up call to think about our youth and think about how the age band that they're doing in Australia, it can help with them struggling with anxiety, depression, body image, and the constant loop of them thinking their worst thoughts. This can be a transition for them to learn how to communicate in person, communicate face to face, tone, eye contact, body language, not take everything so personal. Ugh. Um,
Hmm.
and then also we talked about micro giving, okay, this holiday season for those who have ADHD. Or if you don't have ADHD, okay, if you've just been a Scrooge lately or you've been the Grinch lately, maybe you need to do some micro giving so that dopamine level can go up a little bit, okay? Small acts of kindness during the holiday season can help you with your ADHD by raising your dopamine levels, okay? Also, small acts of kindness can initiate an upward emotional spiral without requiring sustained effort or planning. Okay. And I know you're like, Brittany, I came in the show late. Where are these things? Holding the door open, sending a quick text, a genuine compliment,
Mhm.
smiling at a stranger. Be careful with that one, as Jonathan says. Expressing gratitude and donating a small amount to the cause that you care about. Okay, last but
Mhm.
not least, we talked about the 3 tips on holiday gift giving for boost couples wellness. Jonathan let us know that gift giving may be more effective than speech. Give a good gift, don't give
Mm.
me them words, okay? Experiences or objects, okay? Give me the experience, but if you give me the
Jesus.
object, it needs to be something meaningful behind it, okay? I don't want a whole bunch of stocking stuffers. Just give me one
Jesus.
thing that I
You
really,
said that
really,
line.
really, really
Wow.
want, okay? Tip number 3, last but not least, gifts are relationships wellness experiences, not a holiday duty. This is probably my favorite one, because as Jonathan stated earlier, it's a wellness check for the relationship. Are you paying attention? Did you read my Christmas list? Are you paying attention what's in the Amazon cart? What's happening? What's happening here? Are you paying attention? Do you like me? Okay. So,
Mm.
it's just a wellness check on the relationship part if you're getting the gift that the person wants. All in all,
Okay.
I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Do something great for yourself. Touch some grass. Go out there, let the cold air, just breeze on your skin. Just let it blow on your skin. Sometimes
Mm.
it's good. Sometimes you go out
Mm.
there in the cold, sometimes just breathe, good air. Good air. Clean, clean,
Yeah,
clean.
for a second. Don't keep breathing
Yeah,
it because then
for
you're
a
gonna get
second,
sick.
for a little
Quick
bit,
second.
go out there bundled up. Not saying anything
For a
crazy
taste. Just for a
for a
quick taste.
taste.
Quick taste.
But yes, it's been great. Guys, just remember to subscribe, like everywhere we are. We're on Instagram, we're on Fanbase, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube. We're in your house, we're in your ear, we on your phone, we on your TV. Look it up, okay? So we will see y'all. I will see y'all on Friday. Jonathan will see y'all tomorrow. And have a great day.
There it is, family. There it is. Y'all here on Speak Your Success in the Morning. We're here coming at you live Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Central Standard to 7 a.m. Central Standard. Family, be kind. Do some micro giving today, right? Hold the door open. Give somebody a hug. Give somebody a kiss on the cheek if you know them and if they approve, okay? But family, always remember, okay? Speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why would you and why should you live any other way?
right, fan base. Y'all take it.